today's world, we are constantly doing, chasing, achieving. But how often do we just pause? Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode of Rooted and Rising, a place where we slow down, breathe deeper, and reconnect with who we truly are. Today's episode is very special to me. I'm honored to introduce Avneet Kaur from Brahma Kumari organization, joining us from their Vancouver Centre. The organization is known worldwide for their Raj Yoga meditation, spiritual wisdom, and inner transformation. This isn't about religion. It is about self-awareness, peace, and remembering who we are beyond our roles. My warmest welcome to Avneet. Avneet ji, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, and thanks for having Brahma Kumaris here.
Thank you so much for coming. Avneet ji, whenever I start my show, I do have a very anxious energy. It is because I have to keep up with the high energy when I start my show. But today, I'm peaceful. And it is because of your presence. I genuinely feel that it is your energy that is being reflected onto me. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. What you're experiencing, it's my fortune, first of all, to accept that, to take that in. Thank you so much. What you're experiencing is the light. It's the light that we all are, we all have in. It's just that the ones who activate that light, who activate it and live it and experience it themselves, others around them experience it too, and that's a gift.
Wow. Thank you so much for actually brightening up our room with that thought and with your presence.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. I'm delighted and excited to be here.
Okay. Avneet, let's start with your organization. For many of my listeners who might be hearing about Brahma Kumaris for the very first time, how would you explain them about your organization in simple words?
We are an NGO-based organization. We are globally present in almost 110 countries. And our main aim and focus is on personal transformation through the true spiritual identity. And when we bring in our personal transformation, the outcome of that is also a collective transformation, and which is shift in the collective human consciousness. And that's our mission and that's our aim. And we have people and students from all walks of life who come and learn the practices, the information, the knowledge, the principles, and apply in their lives whatever works best for them, suits them. So that's who we are. And we also work with United Nations. Since 1980s, we've been working in different statuses with different organizations of United Nations. For example, with ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council, and UNICEF, we work as a consultative status.
Oh, I didn't know that at all. Wow. Avneet, my next question to you is, there are many people who confuse being spiritual to being religious. Now, from your perspective, I want to understand, what is the difference between the two, between the religion and spirituality?
So, it's a very interesting question, first of all. Religion brings up a very beautiful message, and most religions bring very unique messages. And it gives us a lifestyle, it gives us information, beliefs, and ways to live our lives, to follow certain things, and then have a good quality of life. And whereas spirituality is about finding ourselves, is about who we are, is finding the light that I am and going back to my essence. That's what spirituality brings us to. And spirituality is, when we're finding ourselves, it gives us tools, techniques, knowledge, information, concepts, principles, in many ways and forms. And when we come back to our essence and then we live our life from there, which means that I'm not in any influence, I'm not living for someone. Yes, I'm in relationship and that's a different thing. But I'm living my life from my own truth. That's what it is. I'm living my life where I know who I am, and I follow my heart's desires, and I follow myself. And then I come from that place and I'm connecting with others, and I'm serving others, I'm connecting with others, I'm coming in connection with others, and that works the best.
Oh, that's so insightful. And it's beautiful how you explain that.
Thank you.
Avneet, moving on, in Brahma Kumaris, We always heard that you address each other by sister and brother, the titles. How are they important in the spiritual journey, or what do they signify?
If I say Sister
Hmm.
Ramneek,
Yeah,
how do you feel?
very nice.
That's the intention.
Yeah.
That's the intention to bring in that feeling that
Hmm.
we all are connected as a universal family,
Hmm.
as we all are part of something bigger,
Hmm.
and we all share the same values.
Hmm.
When we use the word sister, it brings in a connection.
Hmm.
You know, if you really have a sister in your normal life,
Hmm.
and you know how it feels,
Hmm.
the connection that you would have with your sister, because I do have a sister.
Yeah.
And it would bring those feelings in me of love and connection.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to bring in all my relationships, not just with
Hmm.
my real sister.
Hmm.
And that's the feeling, and that's the thought, that's the intention.
Yeah.
Why we want to call everyone sister. But sometimes we could lose the real purpose behind it, and we can get stuck up.
Hmm.
But the idea is to really feel
Hmm.
in our system,
Yeah.
you know, to really feel and be there
Hmm.
when we say that to each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it gives us the sense of belonging,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
It's lovely. I know the meaning of sister, and I think it's beautiful how you, when you give that title to someone, or if I say sister to someone, it brings that close knit feeling, right? And it
Yeah.
also gives us the feeling that we're all one,
Yeah.
right? Avneet, I have one question. I am a strong believer that everyone has an energy around them, right? Everyone has their own aura. There are some people you meet, and after meeting them, you feel drained. You feel so negative, right? Even if your day was going very good. And then there are some people who you meet, and then you feel uplifted. You understand that there's a positive energy around them, right? Even when I look at you, there's a glow to your face.
Thank you.
Now, this glow is not makeup. This is unmatched glow. It comes from within. I want to understand from a spiritual perspective, how does that glow come? What is the source of that?
It's the light. It's the light we are.
Yeah.
When the light, we have light and darkness. We have both parts in us, and everyone has. You know, and when we allow the light within, the soul, the energy, to come up and shine, we are activating a part in ourselves, because the soul has qualities
Yeah.
of joy, of peace, of love, right? And when we start to cultivate that, and cultivation does not mean that I'm trying to bring something in, it's something I'm trying to uncover,
Yeah.
because there were layer upon layer of darkness on it. And now when I start doing anything, doing a spiritual practice, then I uncover those layers. And as those layers go away, then what's underneath is meant to come out,
Yeah.
right? And what's underneath is peace, is love, is joy, is
Yeah.
and this peace, love, and happiness that I'm talking about is not the ordinary happiness or love we experience. For example, the happiness you would experience in with this kind of process would be deep, expansive. You know, that you would not have experienced at any other time. And when
So
this is activated, it naturally brings up a glow on the face.
Yeah.
That's what it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is possible for normal people to cultivate that through meditation and inner awareness, right?
Yes. Yes, it's absolutely possible for everyone to do that,
Yeah.
because we all have those parts. We all are
Yeah.
souls. We all are energies, and we all can bring that up.
Yeah.
But it only depends on if we choose to go there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It does require inner work for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that growth is unmatched. The growth we are all chasing to achieve something, achieve a position. I understand that is very important to have a functional life, and those are your milestones. But at the same time, it is also very important to look as deep in you as you look outside. And that work, I think that is where the actual positivity or that aura that we talked about, that comes out, right? It is okay to say big words, positive words, and you can give good speeches, but I think when you actually understand someone at a soul level, there's unmatched beauty about it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think what you're referring to know someone at soul level, has many different aspects to it. And what I catch right now are two. One is we connect with someone at a soul level.
Yeah.
And we do that when we actually are able to see who they are. We acknowledge them.
Yeah.
We acknowledge them on a very deeper level to see, really, and not with any layers, any judgments. And when we are able to do that, then we automatically have a very deep soul connection.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's a very beautiful connection to enjoy. And you can have that with your friends, you can have that
I
with your
know.
loved ones, with family, and sometimes you could be lacking that connection, and that could feel very empty.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. I can talk about this topic for endless hours. Avneet, let's talk about meditation. I want to understand, what is Raj Yoga meditation?
So as we talked about being in the consciousness of the soul, in Raj Yoga, we stabilize ourselves as a light in the presence of the highest source of light, which is the pure, most elevated energy,
Okay.
pristine energy, in which you could come up, you could bring up your own joy and happiness up, and you can shine. It's like a mirror that brings up the best in you. And to explain about Raj Yoga, so Raj, the word Raj in Hindi language, means the king, the master. And the word yoga means union, connection. So when we connect with the highest source, we can bring mastery over ourselves, which means that we are living in a consciousness where we are in our pure essence, feeling the stillness, the peace, the love, the joy, the expansive, unlimited love and joy.
Yeah.
And that's Raj Yoga.
Wow. So, Avneet, many people have this misconception that meditation can only be achieved if you sit quietly for hours. But this is not possible in the fast-paced world that we live in. So, how would you define meditation?
First of all, quietly could mean I'm just not talking. But my mind is going to gyro when I sit in the meditation, as if I'm a new meditator. It takes time to actually tame the mind.
Yes.
It's like an untamed horse. It's going to go in all directions the moment you sit down. And in all honesty, when you sit down for meditation, the things that were at the back of your mind, things to do,
Yeah.
they come up. And you'll be like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. And you'll be like, I sat for meditation, and what happened here? Because now you had the time to think about things that you could not get to before.
Yeah.
Because now you're sitting down. So it's a practice. It takes time to bring the mind to silence. And many people feel that I sat and nothing happened. But it takes a bit of time to do that.
So, Avneet, for someone who has no knowledge about meditation and they're beginners, where should they begin?
I think one of the basic practices would be, once you have this information, just mental, intellectual information, then one of the basic practice, information of being the light, being immortal, then you could start bringing your awareness in the center of the forehead.
Okay.
And as you bring that awareness in the center of the forehead, moving around, doing things, and just coming back to it, could make shifts. It did make shifts for me in the beginning, huge shifts. And for some people, they might start to feel heavier when they do that. Then there are other practices of going into expansion, like feeling light around your body and feeling that everything is just expanding. We can practice this, we can do this at the end. So these are the basic practices that they're a good start, but they're quite a lot. They're more advanced, but I would say these two could be a good start.
Okay. And Avneet, You think that meditation can actually help with anger, anxiety, pain? You think meditation is helpful there?
Well, there are a couple ways to look at it.
Okay.
Yes, it is helpful
Yeah.
to handle that. And it also has the potential to bring your hidden pain, right?
Yeah.
It depends on how you want to use it.
Hmm.
So most of the people would use it to just deal with normal anxiety and meditate a bit, and it keeps the anxiety at bay.
Yeah.
And it's great, it works like that. For most people, that's what meditation means. And we talked about going back to the essence. So there's a bit of a potential there. You know, sometimes we just want to carry on with our life and be okay, be happy, and that works. But if you want to go really deeper into deep happiness, then there are more methods to do that through meditation, but it takes time. Yeah.
It does take time. You know how you said that sometimes going into meditation will actually take your pain out, or your emotions out, I guess. I remember that in few of the yoga classes that I did, I could feel that pain coming out, and I found myself crying, and I didn't even realize why I was crying. So yeah, that's an emotional outlet for sure.
Yes. It has a potential to bring the unprocessed things out.
Yeah.
And if it brings that out, then it's your doorway to have more clarity in your system, to have more light, and to have more happiness and more positive, elevated emotions in your system.
Wow.
Generally, we don't go there because we feel it could be a bit too much, and we carry on distracting in our lives. We carry on.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you look at a little graph here, so at the bottom, we have all the uncomfortable emotions that we don't enjoy, like anger, hatred, sadness, despair. And they are very strong and intense at the bottom. And as we go up into this visual, their intensity reduces. And then beyond that are the positive, enjoyable emotions, pleasant emotions of joy, of peace, of love, of, And as we go higher up, they are quite powerful and intense and strong there. And then we can be in those emotions without anything happening on the outside. And we can just go there from the inside and stay there. If we are someone who wants to use meditation to stay in the happiness, and we stay in the middle, you can get a little bit irritated, we can get a little bit angry, a little bit sad, but we can come back and be happy. And and this is like, I have a day where I had all sorts of things going up in my mind. I was a bit sad, I was a bit angry, I was a bit irritated at something. And then I had a cup of coffee with someone, I was happy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was complaining about something, but then I went on to an elevator and I had a small talk with someone and I cracked a joke and I was fine.
Yeah.
I was enjoying that. But in the same day, I went through a lot of emotions, but they were all, the intensity was not deep enough.
Yeah.
And I could stay in that, just keep doing meditation and have a happy, so-called happy, comfortable life. But the happiness that I'm talking about here and that we are talking is the happiness which is deep, which is not just having a small talk, and which is so deep in my system that I'm loving it, I'm enjoying it, and I can be it without anything happening on the outside.
Yeah.
And I can tune into it whenever I want. How comfortable and how beautiful is that?
Yeah.
To just tune into it whenever I want.
Yeah.
And if I use meditation and these techniques, as you said, the emotions are coming out, the pain was coming out, which was hidden. And if I use these techniques to go into the depth of these emotions, then I can access the top emotions.
Yeah.
Then I can access the deep, true, expansive happiness, which is not dependent on anything.
Yeah.
But I have to actually go there to deal with them.
Yeah.
And most of us don't deal with it.
Correct.
We distract, we move on, because it's very uncomfortable to go there. And it's scary to go there at times. And it's okay to have a bit of anger. It's normal. We think it's normal.
Yeah.
And we just live with it. We just carry on thinking it's fine to get annoyed, irritated at times. That's life. But by doing that, we actually don't allow ourselves to really enjoy what we are made for, what we are.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true. And that's again so deep. Avneet, I have heard that most happy people, and I'm not talking about external happiness again, I'm talking about the internal happiness, they are most neutral. Neutral in the way that neither they are very happy nor they're very sad. Anything happens in their life, they are at a bar, like, or and nothing can actually change that for them. Even if they face the worst of problems in their life, they are still okay. And if even if they're the happiest, they maybe win a lottery, they're still at the same level. And I also find that I'm like, that's so beautiful to stay at the same level.
Yeah, it's a place where we can be when we have uncovered the inner happiness, as you said. When we are there, when we are truly there, and I mean truly in that space, we are not needing anything outside. And it's a very elevated spiritual state of mind to have that. We are not needing anything, and neither are we dependent on anything, because our true happiness is driven from inside.
Inside, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong to enjoy if you win a lottery.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to. You can't enjoy, or you're not meant to enjoy. Yes, we are here. We are meant to enjoy this life.
Yeah.
But we are not enjoying only because we have shifted our identity. And it's just that we are not dependent on anything.
Yeah.
So we are not seeking, and our happiness is not multiplying because suddenly I got something.
Yeah. It's already there.
Yeah, it's already there.
Lovely. Avneet, can you tell our audience at least one daily practice that they should have in their life in order to, evolve their inner awareness and peace?
I think one practice could be to just be aware and bringing your awareness into the center of the forehead.
Okay.
That's one of the basic practices you could start with. And just to be aware of this when you wake up in the morning. That's the best time. That's when the window of the subconscious mind is open. And the first 10-15 minutes, probably not going on the phone.
Yeah.
And just being with this practice.
Okay.
And this could set you up for the day. And it also has a potential to bring peace very powerfully in your life. And just bring the awareness in. Watching your thoughts. Where are you going? What's the self-talk you do?
Yeah.
What do you feel? Just feeling, just watching yourself in the day. Like, where are you going with your thoughts? And we could have practices. There are many practices we could do in terms of, transforming our thoughts. Watching them. And then if there's something that you want to work on, the next morning when you wake up, you know that this is a thought you want to take and this is a practice you want to do. So there could be things that you're working on or you want to work on, or you want to be free of those emotions that you experience, and that you could bring a positive affirmation into your morning while you do the practice of feeling yourself in the center of the forehead.
Yeah. So affirmations can be very powerful.
They can be very powerful when they're also done with something that you are bringing your awareness with.
Okay.
When you're trying to shift your awareness into the soul consciousness, you could bring that practice with a powerful thought, with an affirmation. And that makes it much stronger.
Much stronger.
Because now you're doing it with two different dimensions.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice to know. Avneet, continuing, I have some myths that I need you to bust or tell me if they're true or not. So myth number 1 is that you have to leave your worldly life in order to be spiritual.
Yes, a myth.
It's a myth.
Big one.
Okay.
We are meant to live this life in a spiritual way. So we are meant to be here to do what we are meant to do and just be spiritual at the same time. It's not either this or that. The best way to live a highest quality of life from our highest potential is to be spiritual and living our life. And gone are the days when people had to leave and do all that stuff. So these days we live and do our regular lives, like I work with family, and just carry on.
Yeah.
And then it's a choice. It's a choice if you are someone who wants to leave and do something, and if you're someone who wants to use this as something in your daily life.
Yeah.
Like you could be someone who could just do this, a couple times a day, a meditation, or you could visit a center or something where you feel great to just go back to connect to yourself and just use it the way that suits for you. It's like an athlete, right? It's like running. Some people just want to do running or going to a gym because they want to keep a healthy living.
Correct.
Right? They would just do a few days a week, and some would do once a week, or some would do more often. And then some want to train for a marathon, and they want to do more, and some want to train for being in Olympics or events. So it's a personal choice. And some would want to be a running coach, They want to teach what they know. So it's a choice people make when they feel that they have got something out of it.
Yeah.
And generally when we connect back to ourselves, then there's a shift that happens. This shift either validates or corrects the outside world for us. The first thing is that we would shift inside of us when we become spiritual. That means we open up into our joy, into our love.
Yeah.
Right? And once we have opened up, then we are living from a different state of mind. And that different state of mind is now sending out. What it sends out is gonna change my outer world.
Yeah.
It's not immediate most of the times, but it does have the potential to change the outer world if it's not in line with who you are now.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Yeah.
So you can have your family and still be spiritual.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Myth number 2. Spiritual people don't feel anger, sadness, or pain. How would you respond to this?
Oh, wow. I wish I had a magical wand and I would say, whoosh, everything gone. Now you're spiritual. Now no anger, no pain, no sadness. Wow. Yeah, no, sorry, it doesn't work like that.
So you do feel all the emotions.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a journey. That's a journey. It's not the day you decide to be spiritual. It's not like everything is gone and you're suddenly into a state of nirvana and you're living a life of utopia. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So when we become spiritual, as we shared, it does bring up the good emotions that we start to enjoy, and we know that we're moving in some direction. But it does have the potential to bring the darkness up as well.
Yeah.
And when it does that, that's when we truly heal.
Yeah.
We truly heal from the inside.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what it is.
So this was my next question, which I'm going to ask you now.
Okay.
Soul is untouched by darkness. True or false?
Soul is untouched by darkness. False.
False.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Huh. How would you explain that?
Well, sometimes we could mistake this for soul as an entity, energy, which is pure, pristine, clean, clear. And it's something different to who we are. And I'm not talking about the body here. I'm talking about who am I right now, in what state of energy.
Yeah.
Now the soul is a positive energy, but when we carry on with life, we lose energy, law of entropy, everything loses energy. And as we lose energy, that means that energy has now become kind of darkness, right?
Yeah.
The soul is not untouched by it because the soul's energy has changed. The soul is in the body,
Yeah.
and it's still having that darkness in it. Because we have human part and we have pure part.
Yeah.
And the human part is operated by the dark parts of us, right? At times, not always. And we think that soul is just pure, clean, pristine, and that's not the case because the soul's energy is getting transmuted.
Yeah.
And the soul's energy is getting transformed in the process.
So soul has darkness.
Yes, at this moment, yes. And that's the effort, to alchemize that darkness into the truth. It's a process of transforming, transmuting, and alchemizing our darkness into the light.
Okay.
So let's say we have truth and we have falsehood. What we call light and darkness, what we call positive emotions, enjoyable emotions, pleasant emotions, and not so comfortable, enjoyable emotions, right? And both of these parts are in the soul.
Yeah.
When the soul started its journey, and I'm using the word "it's" here because English language does not have any word which could signify light, signify energy, life energy. We don't want to get into the gender because soul doesn't have a gender, it's energy. And when the soul starts the journey, it's pure, clean. And as we move on in our journey, on our earthly life, we tend to lose energy. And losing energy also means that we are bringing in some kind of darkness within the soul. And then it's a matter of emerging and merging. And right now we are a mix. And as we continue, and if we're not consciously living and consciously doing anything to go to our gnarly paths, then we are moving into the darkness at some level, on an energetic level, right? It may not show up in our life, and that's okay, that's normal. But we are energetically going there. And as we transform, doing spiritual practices or doing something to resolve things within us, then we are going back into the journey of transmuting that into the light. And then the soul is becoming cleaner and purer again.
Oh, wow.
So that's how it moves.
Yeah.
But it's the soul's energy which has been affected.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, just for my knowledge, Avneet, soul's journey is not limited to my life here on earth. You think, so I'm a soul, but I'm also this body right now. If I die tomorrow, my soul's journey ends there or no?
No.
No.
As we said, soul is immortal. It carries on, it lives on.
Yeah.
The journey, the role, the gender, the name can change. But the soul carries on, and the soul takes on the most, lived beliefs, the most lived emotions, the state of mind, and it takes on that, and it brings it to another role. And that's why we get into different roles. Why is someone born in a certain family and another's born in another?
Correct.
And why we have two children born to the same parents, completely different sometimes, the opposites. It's because the soul brought certain things from their previous journey, and now based on what they had, they attracted their next journey. That's how it works. Yeah.
Wow. So the soul will have the darkness and the light in their new form as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they carry this darkness and light. Because there's nothing else that the soul can carry.
Yeah.
Only carries the energy. And the energy has an imprint, has a blueprint of everything that happened in that life. And that blueprint goes into another life. It sits in the unconscious mind. And until we do something to access that, it doesn't come up in our awareness. But it works as an autopilot, right? That's why we have certain triggers from our beliefs that sit in the subconscious mind, and we act from there.
Yeah.
But it's just that everything was recorded in the soul. It's there in the soul.
Yeah.
And it's just that it comes into practice. It comes into our actions on an autopilot mode, that we're not aware why we are like this.
Yeah.
We all have different triggers of getting irritated or sad or angry, right?
Yeah.
It's just because we carry certain beliefs in our system.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's eye-opener, to be very honest. And there are so many unconscious things that we do. And there is a proper reasoning for that now, right? Thank you for that, Avneet. Avneet, can you take us back to your own spiritual journey? How did that begin?
I think I was always a seeker. As a child, I used to find myself contemplating on these questions, like, why are we here?
Oh.
What are we doing? What is life? I remember my grandfather, when he passed away, I was in school and I was thinking, what happened? What is life? So always had that part where there were questions deep in the mind, and I just didn't share with anyone because I just thought it would look weird.
Yeah.
So generally we keep these things to ourselves.
Yeah.
And as a child, you don't want to go up to asking all this to an adult. So, and then but I just went on with my life. I did my college and worked and just got married. And when I was expecting my son, I started to feel a bit of a shift. I found myself doing things, that I was not doing before. Like I was listening more of, some new age spiritual music. I was more inquisitive. It felt like there was something coming up and from the inside, wanting to find. And I was also, it was something so strong and powerful that I had to acknowledge it. I could not just push it away. It's like a very strong knock on the door that you just can't escape now. You have to deal with it. So I was answering it in my own ways. And then after a certain period of time, I started to feel a lack. Like there's something missing. And everything on the outside looked okay. But it was a deep feeling of there's something missing. And and I felt like I wasn't connecting to myself at that time. And when you can't connect to yourself, you can't connect to others. Deep from your heart. And there was just a feeling of lack, again, very deep inside. So I went I've learned some Hatha Yoga practices. And they're very powerful, with some breathing techniques and some movement of the body. And they helped me to feel better, to just feel more joyful and feel like, I felt like it was a good fix at the time. It was really helping me. And one interesting thing that happened with it was that I used to come awake naturally. Really early hours in the morning. And that was a very good time for myself with the young child, new baby. And I used to really enjoy that time doing the practices, doing Hatha Yoga and just feeling the stillness, the joy. And, when you uncover that part in you, it is very exciting, right? So, and then eventually, I just went on with life. And I was doing the practices, bringing myself into the center of the forehead, the soul practices. And then once my sister introduced me to a meditation, and that was very deep and very intense experience. And that just shifted things for me in a moment. And I felt, wow, there's more. I felt, wow. And then I just started doing more practices with Brahma Kumaris, and that's when I came to them. And little did I know that all I was doing with Hatha Yoga and coming awake naturally at these early hours of the day was actually preparing me for a very deeper and meaningful experience at Brahma Kumaris. And when I started doing Raj Yoga meditation with Brahma Kumaris, it was an eye-opener. And it made really huge shifts for me in how I was feeling. And the stillness that I could access, that was very deep. And I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed and loved it. And then came a time a few years ago, where I had some health crisis. And my body kind of gave up on me, where I had deep fatigue and a lot of fatigue and cognitive symptoms. And then I used the practices again, because at this point of time, I was resting for maybe 8-10 hours, more than 10 hours, 12 hours, and still not being able to get out of bed. It was this intense. And all I could do was bring in light into my system, into my body. And that was the only thing that was comforting. That was the only thing that gave me some comfort and made me feel better. And I would do it for hours at times, laying in bed. And once we go deeper into these practices, then they show us what we need to see at times. And just following my own path with spirituality and things that I needed to do, then I healed myself after a couple of years. And that was my spirituality. Yes. And now I love it. I enjoy it. And I'm interested in it. I just love it now.
That is so beautiful to
Yeah.
know. And as my belief system says, that there has to be some kind of trigger in your life which pushes you to
Yeah.
choose this path, right? And then it's our choice to remain ignorant still and still be on the path of whatever you were doing, or you choose this path and see what's more to explore.
Very true.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we all go through different events in our life, and some of us go through a deep event that really moves us to the
Yeah.
core.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of a wake-up call. As you said, some people choose to take
Hmm.
something out of it. And for some of us, a breakdown
Hmm.
is really important, to have a breakthrough.
Yes.
And for me, that this was my breakdown.
Yeah.
And some people go through a loss,
Hmm.
Betrayal,
Hmm.
different kinds of things that
Hmm.
that trigger them into something more meaningful.
Yeah.
And once they are able to see the other side of the wall,
Hmm.
they never come back
Never come
to the
back.
old.
Yeah.
Because you can't.
Hmm.
Because now it's in your system, now it's who you are.
Yeah.
It has changed you to the core.
Hmm.
It's like knowing who you are, and now you cannot go back to the old
That's
in
so
the
true.
same way. You may still be doing the old, which is fine,
Hmm.
which is great,
Hmm.
but you will be doing it from a different perspective, from a different state of mind.
Hmm.
And that's the shift.
That's the shift.
Yeah.
You are so correct here. I can 100% relate with you that when you said that once you have that awakening, your thinking changes to the core. That you, even if you're doing the same thing, you're doing it from a different mindset,
Yeah.
right? And I think this is very beautiful feeling. It is difficult to explain it in words for someone who hasn't experienced it yet.
Exactly.
But I think this is eternal bliss,
Yes.
as they say.
Exactly. It is because it cannot be understood intellectually. It cannot be understood by the mind, by the logical mind. You
Yeah.
cannot make sense of it.
Hmm.
It's like you haven't experienced it, and then how could you explain to someone?
Yeah. Yeah.
It has to be experienced.
Hmm.
It's like going on the other side of the wall to experience something, and then you have a reference point. What is it to be in the other side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, you can't explain, and then sometimes our efforts to explain to others may be in vain, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But no, I love your spiritual journey, and the triggers, the health issues, that was a trigger, but you pushed it through to find a better version of yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, and I love it. And I feel now going back, there's nothing I would want to change, not even a single thing. You
Yeah.
know why? Because I feel now who I am and what I am
Hmm.
is so much joyful. It's so much more meaningful and joyful
Yeah.
than who I was before.
Hmm.
And I would not want to do anything or trade anything to change that
Yeah.
now.
Hmm. Because
know?
you were able to find yourself through
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine not being able to connect to yourself, not just living in the truth
Hmm.
is
Yeah.
so much freeing,
Hmm.
powerful,
Yeah.
and enjoyable.
And enjoyable.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's enjoyable.
And it's one thing also I understand from this journey is that once you reach that level, you are not finding, or you're not looking for comfort outside. You are very happy within yourself.
So true.
You're complete,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that is a surreal feeling to have.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you could have moments where you are not happy with something because we are humans at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Hmm.
We are on a journey, but it's so true that our perspective changes. It changes to that extent that we are not looking outside as much as we were before.
Before, yes. Yeah.
And we can access that deep level of contentment and satisfaction that nothing else could actually take us there. That's what I'm talking about. It's a contentment that can be felt from within because it comes from within.
Yeah.
It's not something that our system is reacting because something came from the outside.
Yeah.
That's a different contentment, When this comes from within, it's real, it's authentic, and it's natural.
It's natural.
It's natural,
Yeah.
and it stays there.
It stays forever.
Yeah, it stays for longer. It stays for longer, and
Yeah.
it stays much deeper.
Much
and as we
deeper.
carry on, we can stay in that for longer, much deeper, much more intense and enjoyable.
Yeah.
and we can just tune into it. It's like you're working and suddenly you're like, okay, because you've activated that part in you, which is stillness.
Yes.
You can tune into it and enjoy a bit of stillness and come back to your work. How
That's
lovely
so
is
true.
that?
Yeah, that's
Right?
so true.
Right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we could be used to, oh, I want to feel better. I have to get up and do something to feel. Because why do we do everything in our life? We do things because what we want to experience
Correct.
inside our mind, right? We either want to be peaceful or we want to be joyful. We want to do something because it gives us happiness, or
Yeah.
we want to feel loved. We do everything for experiencing our emotions. And here we are talking about you experience that whenever you want and you just tune into that feeling.
Yeah.
Such a gift.
It's a gift.
And it's not for the chosen few, it's for all of us.
Yeah.
It's for each of us who can go into that. It's just that some of us make the effort to do that and some of us don't, and that's all.
Yeah.
And no judgment over there, because even I didn't do that before and I didn't know
Yeah.
this. But what I'm saying is that it's a gift of who we are. It's an outcome of who we are. That's all. You just have to step into your own
Yeah.
true identity, and these are the outcomes. That's it.
Yeah. And these are beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's no, it's just an outcome. That's all it is.
Yeah. Avneet, would you be open to guide our listeners through a small meditation practice just to make them, connect with their inner awareness?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Well, I would advise our viewers, if you are driving or listening to this podcast while you are doing something, it might be a good idea for you to just sit down for a minute or two so that you can really give yourself a chance to feel. Okay, let's start. Allow yourself to feel that this is the time for yourself. In this moment, let go of everything else that's on your mind, and we can always come back to it. Feel and allow the light, the divine light, the most pure, elevated light, comforting light coming through into your body. And it's spreading all around you, comforting you, protecting you. And now bring your awareness into the center of the forehead. You could close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And just feel the energy, the light that you are. Allow this light to bring yourself bring your awareness to your center of the forehead. You could close your eyes if that feels comfortable. And see the light that you are radiating. Peace, joy, and love. To stay with this light. Allow it to move through you. This protective light, comforting light. It has always been part of you. Now visualize it moving into your arms, into your body. It's white, scintillating, radiant light. also feel yourself expanding in this light, feeling lighter. Letting go of things that you were holding. Letting go of what doesn't serve you. If your mind wanders off, bring it back to the center of the forehead. And just allow expansion. You're moving into expansiveness, into openness, into lightness, into freedom. Into stillness. Into peace. Keeping your focus on the center of the forehead for a few moments. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Avneet, I thought I was somewhere else.
Yeah, it feels like they want to come back, right? In that stillness.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much for that.
I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Avneet, if someone from the audience today want to connect with you guys or Brahma Kumaris centers in Vancouver, how can they do so and attend your live sessions?
Yeah, absolutely. We are present in British Columbia. So we have centers in Vancouver, in Surrey, in Abbotsford, and we also have class locations on the island in Victoria and Parksville. We run regular meditation sessions and which are free for everyone. Anyone can come in and join. There would be timings on our website, and we also have we also arrange classes on request, and sometimes we are running classes online and within the centers and class locations, and they could be added on request as per your personal preferences of time.
So you guys are quite spread out.
Yeah. We are in BC and we are all over Canada.
Yeah.
But in BC we have 5 locations at the moment.
Oh, that's great to know. As we come to the close, thank you so much, Avneet, for coming here and gracing us with your presence and your wisdom. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for having Brahma Kumaris and me. Thank you.
Thank you. Today we have only touched some topics of this journey, but this conversation continues. Avneet will be joining us again for part 2, where we'll go deeper into the subjects like inner stillness, loss, energy, and spiritual journey. If something today resonated with you, please sit with it. Observe your thoughts, notice your reactions, and remember, peace doesn't come from controlling the life, it comes from understanding the self. This is Rooted and Rising. Stay grounded and keep rising. I'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you.